Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. I'd like to wish all of our American friends and family a happy 4th of July. To help celebrate with you this year, we're going to be making a red, white, and blue Jello cake. Let's get started on this fun tutorial. To make the red layer, we're going to need 1.5 cups of water, and we'll need to boil that. We're going to need 2 boxes of the 4 serving portions of Jello, which is 85 grams each. And we're going to need 2 packages of unflavored gelatin, and those are 14 grams in total together. For the blue layer, we're going to need 1/2 cup of water, which will be boiling, 2 packages of the 4 serving portions of the Jello, and 2 of the unflavored gelatin. And then for the white layer, we're going to be dividing it in half. So in total, we're going to need 3 cups of boiling water. We're going to need a 300 milliliter of sweetened condensed milk, and we're going to need 1/2 cup of whipping cream and 6 of the unflavored gelatin packets. So we're going to make our first layer of white. Now this layer is half of the ingredients that I talked about in the beginning. So I have half of my sweetened condensed milk into a bowl here. And then I'm going to put my boiling water, which is 1.5 cups. And then I'm going to give that a stir. And I'm going to add in my gelatin, which is 3 packets. So I'm going to stir this until it's dissolved. With the gelatin dissolved and mixed in, we're going to add in our cream and just continue to stir. So I've sprayed a 8-inch square pan here with nonstick spray, and I'm just going to take a paper towel and just kind of wipe most of it away. You don't want the Jello to be like rolling around in here. You just want it to have enough of this nonstick spray that it won't stick when you go to cut it, when we go to cut out the stars. So I'm going to take this now and just pour it into the pan, and I'm going to put this into the fridge for about 4 to 6 hours. With your white layer close to hardening, you can get started on your blue layer. So I have my blue Jello in the bowl here. I'm going to add in my unflavored gelatin, and I'm going to pour in my 1.5 cups of boiling water into there, and then I'm going to stir it until everything is dissolved. To our blue mixture with the boiling water and all the Jello, we're going to put an additional 1 cup of cold water and stir that around. With the blue Jello ready and off to the side, I've got my white layer here. I pulled it out of the pan. It should come out nice and easily in one piece. And I'm going to cut out the stars just using a star cookie cutter. And I'm going to need 8 of them for my pan. So I have a silicone bundt pan here. Now you can use any bundt pan, and I've also sprayed and greased it and then wiped it down again like I did before. That's going to be key, especially if you're not using a flexible silicone one like this. If you're using a metal one, make sure you really grease the sides here so the cake comes out nice and easily. I'm going to take my stars here, and I'm just going to press them right into the bottom here, all over the bottom of the pan. So I have my stars ready to go. Now if you're using a silicone pan, you're going to want to put it either on a baking tray or into a metal cake pan like I have. That's going to make transferring the pan back and forth to the fridge, which you're going to have to do a lot of times. I've got my blue Jello mixture here and 1/2 cup. I'm just going to put in 1/2 cup of the blue to start, because if you put too much of the blue here, your stars may float. So you just want to put this much to start. And then I'm going to pop it into the fridge, and once that's set, then we can pour the rest of the blue. Now that the stars are set in place, I can put the rest of the blue Jello in. Now if your layers at any point start to get thick before you've added them into the cake pan, you can just melt them in the microwave for like 20 seconds and we'll be back to a liquid. So now I have to set this until it is just semi-firm, so I want it to be about 20 to 30 minutes in the fridge. So now we're going to work on the second layer of white that we were working on. This layer is going to actually go into the cake. Now we're going to put the gelatin in the bowl, and we're going to just repeat exactly what we did before. Going to stir in the water, and we're going to put in the sweetened condensed milk. Give that a stir, and then once that's all dissolved, we're going to add in the cream. With the blue layer set and solid, we're going to pour the white layer on top. And I'm going to pop this into the fridge again for about 20 to 30 minutes. And I'm going to work on the red layer in the meantime. Just like we did with the blue layer, I'm going to put the gelatin unflavored into the red Jello in there. And then I'm going to pour in 1.5 cups of boiling water. And now I'm going to stir it until the little crystals here are all dissolved. With the gelatin crystals dissolved in the hot water, we're going to put in an additional 1 cup of cold water. And now we're just waiting for the white layer to set, and then this will be ready to put on top of that. With the white layer set, now we can pour on the red Jello. Now you're going to want to let this sit in your fridge overnight, and then once it's completely set, you'll be able to just pull the Jello away from the edge of the cake pan, and I will show you the finished cake right up next. So there you go, everybody, how to make a red, white, and blue Jello cake for Independence Day. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Remember to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all of our newest videos. See you next time.